everyone, welcome to Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajia Ami. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of the Almighty Allah continue to be on you and I, and may Allah continue to protect us and direct us. Bismillahi lazi la yaduru ma ismihi shay'un fil ard wa la fis samai wa huwa as-sami'u alim. Bismillahi lazi la yaduru ma ismihi shay'un fil ard wa la fis samai wa huwa as-sami'u alim. Bismillahi lazi la yaduru ma ismihi shay'un fil ard wa la fis samai wa huwa as-sami'u alim. Rabbina jini wa alimi malyamaluna, Rabbina jini wa alimi malyamaluna, Rabbina jini wa alimi malyamaluna. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Tabat yada abi labi wa tabba ma agna anhu ma huwa ma kasab sayasla naran zata lahab wa ma'atu madata fi jijin hablu min masad. May the Almighty God again continue to protect us. On today's episode, the message we have is that people should start caring about people. I know we have a lot of selfish and useless people out there. A brother sent a message and he stated, I lost my job, my investment, to what? Question mark. To a stupid relationship. I attempted suicide twice, especially looking at amount of loan I had to pay. But I miraculously survived. Long story short, that lady is living with another man in a house we rented together to settle down in. Broke our engagement and told to my face that she needed a financial shoulder. Depression is a big disease, and people who are depressed hardly even have family or friends or anyone to talk. In my case, I looked for a psychologist, but the ones I found wanted to charge 25k per session. Where would I find that kind of money? Question mark. People are not committing suicide because of the man or the woman. It was the wound they left you with that will kill the person. So Her Excellency Hajia Ami, you are completely correct with your assertion. Depression is a killer. See, this is not the only person that has sent a message about people stealing from people. Another person sent another message, another brother sent another message about how they relocated from Nigeria to UK. And he deposited all his money into his wife's account. Yes, I get it. We always say we're one. She's his wife. Yes, they're one. But the moment they got into UK, guess what happened? She filed for divorce and she refused to return his money. Ay. Do you know that we have a lot of people like this? We have a lot of them. People in mosques, people in church. People that you'll see that would read the Quran from morning till night. But the bastards are busy taking people's money away. And they're busy stealing from people. And do you blame them? Sometimes they don't have good families to advise them. Sometimes they don't have good friends. Show me your friends sometimes and I'll show you who you are. That's what they say. I don't believe in that saying, but sometimes it is true. So, with things like this, I always say, so some might say, what brought about this brother talking about depression? We saw another case of a sister who jumped off the Lagos bridge yesterday. People are dying. People are committing suicide for other people's stupid manipulations and things. News has it that she got off the phone with her boyfriend who they've been engaged for a while now, for a few, months. Just got the case yesterday. So I'm begging you, we have a lot of crazy people out there that are just going into people's lives to use them. Just always pray for God to expose them and chase them far away from you. That's all I would say. So, a member sent this. She said, what really then happened? Efuni tabi asasi. I believe she's saying that. Was that jazz? Jazz is like the spiritual manipulation. Why jump into the Lagos Lagoon? Why? So sad that things went sour. After this beautiful moment, this beautiful lady, a staff of the Department of State Services, DSS was said to have jumped into the Lagos lagoon after a heated argument with her boyfriend. Only 4 months ago, we got commendations from the DSS as the best unarmed combat operative in her set. So, we don't know what went wrong. So I wrote, this don't seem normal at all. How are we sure she was not hypnotized? People do not know how much they have destroyed other people with their careless and selfish act. People react differently to certain things. So yeah, depression is real. May Allah/God continue to heal every heartbroken person with His love. Allahumma Ameen. May Allah, God, continue to protect us from the hands of the evil ones. Any circumstance that would happen and we will be thinking about committing suicide, may it not happen to us and all our unborn children. Ameen. Another member wrote, this beautiful babe gone too soon. Hard to believe how this humankind odyssey got threatened amidst a career promising or good job on hand? ? Why the suicide? ? Exclamation. Oh my God! Exclamation. Rest in peace, Tutu. So, here another one said, well, love is great, but we must all enter it with our hearts guarded and our brain well kitted. There is no man nor woman in the world worth dying for. This is saddening and unfortunate. A brother wrote, yes, you may be right, but when people see no way back, they only see one way out. To be honest, I was like all of you until I had the experience myself. So, like I said, people have been using people. I posted something the other time and I said the fact that somebody kneels down to propose to you does not mean they love you. We have a lot of hungry people out there who need help, but come in the form that they love you so they can get the help that they need. And a lot of people sent messages to my inbox. So I wrote another one. I said, I made a post a few hours ago that someone can propose to you, kneel and put the ring, but does not love you. So some people inbox doubting me, and they said, how? Because they're doubting it. Well, people have reasons for getting married. Not all marriages is based on love. Someone can marry for money/financial stability. Someone can marry you because of peer pressure. Someone can marry you because he needs to collect loan from bank. There are some huge amounts banks won't give you until you're married. They think you're more responsible when you're married. Someone can marry you to claim certain political positions. Someone can marry you to have children. Someone can marry you to get their greener pasture. Someone can marry you to get their papers, green card like some people will say it, or citizenship in America or other countries. Someone can marry you because the marriage was arranged. The person gets married. So some people get married to please their family, and someone can marry you because he's been with you for so long, so he's marrying you out of pity. And let me tell you this. It's just like having a job that you hate, but you just have to be there because of what you need from that job. So I wrote, someone can marry you because he has been with you, and maybe he feels he can still have other people and be around you. Just like you work at a job that you do not love, but you have to still keep going down there to that workplace because you need the money to survive. Someone can marry you but does not love you. The truth you do not want but need to be told. I see it as it is, and I'm unapologetic, and my name is Her Excellency Hajia. So let me tell you something about people that cheat people, or people that come to steal from you. My mother used to say this, and she always says it. She says, let people steal from you, but never steal from people. Let them go. Never chase them, never ask them to return anything they've stolen from you, because Allah would give it back to you in multiple folds. So like I said, some people would decide to keep quiet, and sometimes people would say, momu, oti motimu, ha ha ha, mogba mogba, oh, banka kan. See, Islamically, you do not take things that do not belong to you. And when you do, nemesis will catch up to you. Even if that person did not say a thing, Allah has a way of punishing you. You see all these unfortunate people, they go around stealing from people. And then they wonder how their life is not improving. Sometimes because of all what they go around doing. In this instance with this sister now, they put money together to rent that apartment. Do not get me wrong. There are some people that, okay, if she was the one that paid for it, I get it. She can tell him to leave. Yes, we do have cases like that. Even people that own homes and things like that. We do have cases like that. In as long as you know in your mind that you're the one paying for that thing, so you have your full chest knowing that you're doing the right thing, you're not taking somebody's stuff. But you see, we have some devils out there that they do not own something, but they want part of it. With people like that, I always say, give unto Caesar. Even if it does not belong to Caesar, give it to them. People die every day. Look at the person that just died yesterday. She had everything rosy. People would say, oh, it's because you don't have a job. That's why the man is acting up. It's because you don't have a this. It's because you are this and that. No, nothing keeps a man except the man that wants to stay. In her case, she had a wonderful job. Even guys were like, I had a prince send a message saying, why didn't she marry me? I'm looking for a wife. See? But any lorry, oh, ni fila, ni oro, no. Because, like I always preach, no matter how good you are as a man or as a woman, if you meet an unfortunate person, they will destabilize you. So only God knows what went wrong with Tutu yesterday. Only God knows what went wrong. Only that God can tell us what really happened. Because she's not here to tell her story. So I want to advise people that go around. See, we have we're talking about 3 things today. Because we're talking about depression. Depression. A lot of people are depressed out there. And then they have friends that they rely on sometimes that fail them, that start isolating them or start staying away from them because they feel, oh, this one has depression. I have to just, be there when things are rosy. I want you to ask yourself, am I a good friend? Am I checking up on my friend? Am I only there when things are good? Am I only there when I need them? The fact that people tell you their story sometimes is not because they need anything. Sometimes they just want a listening ear. Some of you start avoiding them. Some of you start giving them attitude, or some of you start looking down upon your friends because you feel you're better off than them. No, depression can get anyone. I've seen people who are judges, even doctors that we go to for treatments, psychologists, therapists. Everybody has. There is no one of us that have not been through depression. People die in your life and it kills you. You have wonderful people, We go through that phase. So let's learn to know that people can use you in different forms. Because you can say, what is she talking about? Using you, depression. Yes. When people get used, sometimes it can land them into depression because that's not what they were hoping for. In this brother's case, in 2 brothers' case actually, it got them into depression because the women that they thought, had their back, they betrayed them. One thing about betrayal is that it comes from the people that you've helped. It comes from the people that sometimes you're like, this one, that, if no be me, even feed you. You look at it and you're like, look at this person that betrayed you. This Hajia, like dog, I find a lot of people now out there, instead of them coming out to say, I need help, you will see them looking miserable. But once you pick them up and help them like this, they would act like, they worship you. The moment they start using you, all that worshiping will be there. That's what a narcissist does. The moment they cannot get that thing they've been using you with, They'll show you who they really are. And there was something that we posted that stated that a narcissist will always show you their true color. I'm looking forward to see if I can find it, because they cannot hide for a long time. So narcissists don't change. They reveal themselves, and pray to Allah to make them reveal themselves. And there was another post that stated that I saw a post somewhere. It says, if someone is not for you, God will never let you be at peace with them. So you see, those good people. I told this brother, I wrote to him and I told him, I said, with our conversation, I said to him, listen here, God chased that girl or that lady or woman or whatever she is away from you, because he knows she's evil. That's why he's doing it now. Sometimes people might think they are doing you, but at the end of the day, they are saving you from something, and they are sending you to a better place. Wallahi, I've seen. I posted this and a lot of people were laughing about it, but it's true, wallahi. I'm telling you, don't marry someone because you met them in mosque/church. Mosque/church is like hospital. Some patients are not responding to treatment. Good job. I'm telling you, if you think that you would get a better person at the mosque or at the church, sometimes that's where the devils are. You do see them do Allahu Akbar. You see them doing in Jesus' name. Believe me, those people, do not get me wrong, because I have some idiots that will come and misquote me now. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that everybody that goes to the church or mosque are bad people. But that's where 99% of them are, because they are looking for their victims right there. So we have a post on sharing life issues with Her Excellency Hajia Amina from a famous coach named Stefan Speaks. He stated, be careful with who you start dating. A lot of people are not looking for love. They are looking for help. And I laughed and put a lot of emojis there. Yes, see? They make sense. Like my members will tell you. We always make sense as sharing life issues with Her Excellency Hajia Amina. A lot of people need help, but instead of coming out to ask for help, they would manipulate people. Some go to the extent of using jazz to force you to be with them, using the spiritual powers, of which you have no say in that. May the Almighty Allah continue to help us and protect us, because a lot of men are using it on a lot of women right now, and women too are doing it. So, like I always say, when something has to do with violence, I do not ever advise any man or any woman to stay in it. Read my lips. I cannot be in a domestic violence situation, and I would never pray for my enemy to be in it. Eni toba lomo. Emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, we do have a lot of domestic violence going on right now, and it's been going on for years. And because we are Africans, well, I would say most of you that I'm talking about that feel that the victim needs to stay with the perpetrators are Africans, because some idiot will come to you and even say, you did this, you did that. As for the brother who talked about depression today, we're sending you healings from sharing life issues with Her Excellency Hajia Amina. I'm glad you told your story. You're a wonderful member, and I'm glad, and I do know that you did not let this break you so badly, because I do see that you're doing great things out there, and we're so proud of you. We're so proud to have you as a member at Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajia Amina. Continue to change and impact lives, and do not let that Aja means dog, curry in Hausa, and Aja is Yoruba. When I say dogs, I call people that cannot stay in one place dogs, because that's what they are. It's only a dog that sleeps with anybody that they see on the street. And so if you're a dog, you know you're a dog. Are you a dog? If you're a dog, then you're the one I'm talking to. So, I wish you all the best. May the Almighty God continue to guide and protect us. And always say this prayer. Whatever is in my life, be it a friend, be it a husband, anybody, always say that prayer. That is doing me evil that I do not know about. May Allah chase them far away from me. When God knows something is not good for you or something is not right for you, He destabilizes that thing. No matter how you guys do it, something will keep telling you something is going wrong. So pray for that to happen. As for the brother who went to London with his wife, I would say let her go. I swear. That's not rejection. People will say, oh, she dumped him. She did not fucking dump you. God is rescuing you from something you do not know about. Let her go with that money. Yeah. People die and they don't take any dime. See a lot of people now that are out there victimizing the victims and helping the perpetrators get away with things like this. With the brother in London, he stated even her family helped her in making sure that she did not return that money to him. We have bad people that do not come from good family. So this is something I always say, that when you are good, you are good. And it's another good thing to have good family, because they can always call your attention and direct you. But you see those people that have bad family that feel, oh, I can do and undo. I can treat you, I can do that, you can't do anything. Allah is coming for you. God, karma is coming. So brother, let her go with it. And there is something I always say. People change when they cannot use you. So my two brothers, remember that. Okay? Remember that these two brothers we're talking about, the one in the UK and the other brother in Nigeria, the story is what I was talking about. Okay? All right. And with everybody out there, and I'm sincerely telling you now, some of these people were never saw their mother or their father love, so they don't know what it is to love you. I'm sorry, I have to be unapologetic about it, but it is what it is. Some people do not know what it takes to love someone. So, sis and bro, start loving yourself. You that have children, start teaching your kids how to love, so that we can change the narrative. Okay? I'm begging. Another thing here is that with the one in Nigeria, she was apparently cheating on him anyway. So I always say cheating is not an accident. If you want to stay with a cheating woman or a cheating man, do it and stop making excuses for them. Biko, thank you. I'm sending love to everyone who is out there carrying their burdens in silence. Because I know there's a lot of people going through a lot, but they cannot tell people because maybe the people they are with do not care about them. Sending love to everyone who wants to be heard, but is afraid to speak. Sending love to everyone who is ever felt alone in a room full of people. Oh yes, sometimes you might be with people and feel lonely. You have people that are married and miserable. We have people that are in a relationship and miserable. That's why I always say you cannot go and find happiness through anybody. You have to make yourself happy first. And that's what triggers the people that betray you, because if you're not being loved correctly, you keep telling them about your boundaries, so it triggers them. I'm going to show you a video. Look at that. She was not going for that for his phone, but because he was probably cheating or doing something, he thought she was going for the phone. A member wrote, a guy, he said, "What are you trying to protect?" Then he wrote, "Run, red flag." Exactly. Then he also wrote, she has no business going near his phone. And even if she did, it didn't call for this. Brazen reflection of infidelity. You see that? He just said that that's a red flag to let you know that a guy, it's coming from a guy, not from my mouth, that's something to let you know that somebody's cheating. Remember how I always have something to back what I say? So here I wrote, when you fall in love with the wrong person, there is nothing you will do right that he or she will appreciate what you have done. And when you do the wrong things, only God can save you from his/her condemnation. You don't wish for a successful relationship, you create one. Relationship works when the parties involved make it work. It's not automatic, it's deliberate. Appreciate what you have, who loves you and who cares for you. In the sweetness of the friendship, let there be laughter and sharing of pleasure. For in the doubt of little things does the heart find its morning and it's refreshed. So, I always say, live to live. My baddest fashion designer wrote, low bottom, where I said people should not make excuses for cheating partners. She wrote, low bottom, sha, excuses, sha, for a man that might never change, question mark. When the devil wants to finish a man, he makes him see cheating as an achievement. So women, face your front and set your boundaries. No man can make you happy like you will make yourself happy. I come in peace. This was what she wrote. You can read it yourself here. So I hope you can see it. So, my dear, don't go killing yourself for anybody, man or woman, no. There are a lot of people that will love you out there, but I always say do not jump into another relationship. I beg you. There's a lot of sick people out there. I know some people cannot do without let's call a spade, sex. When we are watching out for sexual transmitted diseases, we have to watch out for spiritual diseases too. In Islam, I believe when you do all this fornication, it does not make your life better. Go and ask men and women that do it. Some of them are doing well though. Some people get away with things, some people don't get away with things. But Oribu means bad luck is chasing them all around. Because this thing cannot close your legs. Be it a woman, be it a man. It will put you in trouble. You might be thinking you're enjoying your life, but ayalagberu kinda and wolosho, as I call them. So our own is to advise you. If you like, say whatever you do. I pray with tabati ada abilabi wa tabba ma agna anu alo ma kasab sayasla na ranzat Allah wa maratu malatal hata fiji habli min masad. I'm just here to educate my community. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving back. I'm not getting kobo for it. Kobo means any cent for it. I'm not being paid for it. I'm just helping my community and my society in talking about all this real life stories, so that you and I can learn from it, and you and I can, those bad people, so that maybe they can think about changing, and all these perpetrators too and the enablers can think. You that enable people, I pray for you that may the Almighty Allah make everything that you enable happen to you, and may everything that you do happen to you and your children. Allahumma ameen. It's a good thing that you're enabling, so why can't we pray for you so that it can happen to you, so you can know how, people that, the innocent people that you guys are harming, so that you can see what it is like, We have a lot of people, especially in our African community, that will still go out victimizing the victims. Let me tell you something. Your days are coming. It might not be today, but it will come. people don't believe in karma anymore because people always say, oh, karma does not come early now. Yeah. Don't worry, it might not be on them, it might be on their children. So, good people have been going through a lot, yes. But sometimes God makes them go through that because greatness is coming. And as for some fools that are out there saying people just kill themselves anyhow, watch your word and watch your mouth. If we do not have evil people out there that are harming people, people would not just be committing suicide. And if we have people, families and friends like you and I that are not listening to these victims, or that are judging these victims, or that are after these victims, victimizing them, then maybe things would have changed. So do not judge somebody until you've been in their shoes to know what they went through. And if you want to judge them, I pray for you. Like I always pray, may it happen to you. Allahumma Ameen. Okay? Peace out. Sometimes people say fight back. Sometimes some of us, it's family training that is keeping us. So when people don't fight back and they let God fight for them, they are the winners. So don't think you've won. It might not happen now, but it will come. There was something that a doctor posted.
Kódà kẹsì ráìsì àtẹ̀wà papọ̀ kẹwàá fi ìpín tó látàlé lórí kí ló ṣe kódà kẹgbórí yín sínú àwòtán ganan kí ló ṣe náà ni ó gbẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ nítorí aláìmoore ni ohun tí ó lè ṣe ó ń gbà kò tún lè dúpẹ́ kí wàá ní ká ṣe fáláìlómoore ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ a máa wòran níran bó pẹ́ bóyá ẹ̀san áké.
Bó pẹ́ bóyá ẹ̀san áké. Abin da ta ce ne wai an jima Allah zai sa duk abin da suke ce ko sun gudu da ya same su. Ta ce wai ba abin da kai ma wanda bai san godiya ba, bare gode maka ba. So duka dai abad ma Allah. So your girl, remember this is my birthday week. We're still celebrating the birthday girl. I am still celebrating her. My people are already looking for me. So it's Friday, it's a long weekend, Veterans Day. Thank you to all the army officers and everybody that have done something great to this nation, America. And to my Nigerian army too, I always salute you, I always greet you because I love my Nigerian army because my brother served our country. And I'm so proud of him. And I'll always be proud of him. I call him General Ja. So you see where I get my military ginger from. So I love you. Bye-bye. No music because I don't want YouTube to put any copyright whatever on our program. So we have to start working without music until when we can know what music we can put. Because your girl here likes her ginger. See, as the birthday girl, fine. This beautiful queen is going to enjoy the weekend. So do not come looking for me because I wouldn't be home. It's a long weekend. So peace out and let the celebration begin. It's my own musical. Don't come and say it's copyright anything. Alright, I play too much. Love you.